Today is vlog 100. We made it through 100 vlogs.
Welcome to Hash Vlog. Make yourself at home. Welcome to Hash Vlog on your PC, TV, or phone.
What's up, lovely people? Today is Saturday. It's kind of like our Sunday this week since I'm working tomorrow at the winery. And last night, after doing the vlog, I ended up, I don't know why, getting a second wind of energy and created this whole team section to our website. This morning I've been working on getting their logos all into the folder so that they can be read properly. And then even last night, I got the team members for our team itself. So if you click through, you can see all of our team members, little images, all of that stuff. So right now what I want to work on is getting the actual pieces that the team's made into this, so you can go to Team Bigfoot and see all the pieces Team Bigfoot made over last season. To do that, I think the best way is to make a YouTube playlist and then reference that with some code stuff over here I figured out. So I'm about to try to do that because I think that'd be a really cool way to kind of just bring the teams to life a little bit as opposed to just images there. And I don't think we have that even on our YouTube yet. So I might as well make those playlists on YouTube. And then from there, we can also bring those on into here. So working on that right now. Making the playlist right now, and it's actually super easy if we just search Bigfoot to see all the pieces we've made. So that should be pretty easy to just get these all into a playlist. We actually got a pretty sweet little player coded in using a YouTube playlist. So here's all the pieces from our team. These ones are from this last season right here. You can go to the next video, it'll load those. Or if you want to go to the beginning, when I wasn't even on it, when we had the 4-week periods, you can hit last and it'll go all the way back here. And then you can go to the first. So pretty functional, cool thing there. You can check out just the pieces from one team. Just need to make the YouTube playlist for all the other ones. And pretty sweet functionality. Loving it, loving it. That being said, I have this chain around my neck because in the process of doing this, Luffy disappeared. Usually, he's done it a few times where he's like disappeared, but usually when I have like the food tray right here, it'll do a little shake. He'll usually come home. He's not. I'm a little worried he might have gotten into some food and gotten sick again. Texted the neighbor saying I'm going to walk over there. So we're about to do that right now. But good progress. We'll do one more food shake from the top of our house and call. I want a ladder right now on our roof because it kind of echoes better that direction where he is. Luffy! Food! Food! It's kind of windy, so I thought that little bush movement was Luffy, but it wasn't. Cool. I mean, not cool because he's not here, but we'll go search. See if we can find Stinky Man. Dude's just sitting there in the shadow of the trailer over here the homie lives in. Not the one I'm texting, there's like, multiple people on the property, but literally just laying there when I was calling for him, offering him food, he didn't come over. I had to literally walk over, put the leash on his neck. It's like, yeah, we didn't walk this morning because I woke up a little late and wanted to code. I didn't cook him bacon, but I gave him a couple pieces of bacon this morning. It's not as bad, but it's still pretty freaking annoying. Glad he's not sick or anything, but yeah, I might just need to keep him a little more tied up, and I don't even know. Little troublemaker. You know something kind of crazy I just remembered, and I probably should have a lot sooner? Today is vlog 100. We made it through 100 vlogs. In and of itself, I think that's absolutely insane, kind of. You know what? Proud of myself for even making the first one. Much less this will be the 99th after that. Could have probably had a little more traction in certain ways. Could have, numbers-wise been better. But again, as far as for the self-growth, I really do think it's pushed me in a lot of ways. I've been gaining a lot of skills, a lot more comfortable with a lot of things. And I do think the end of the month, especially traveling, will probably pose a challenge. Making the vlogs daily still, but kind of excited to see what that challenge brings. And if we can find a way to either modify the structure or just make it work somehow. So, yeah. Much love to everyone who's been along on the journey. The old crooked hat journey with Hash Brown.
Excited to see where the rest of this can go. I'm excited, honestly, ramping into this season of Tez Tones to kind of document this and share this part of my life with people, because it's kind of a weird thing I work on, that once I start working on it, I get a little more isolated in my life, and it's something that eats so much of my time up, and I'm so proud of it, but it's kind of hard to explain. So instead of trying to explain it on a bigger scale, I can just share the little moments of stuff, like the development today, like the planning of the league, like TezCon. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, I am a little crazy in some ways with how I choose to spend my time and my life and stuff, but it's one of those things where I don't want to look back and maybe regret not doing certain things. So I appreciate that I'm willing to kind of see things through to the end on some level. What the end is, I don't know, but it's cool to have this as a way to kind of remember some of these steps and stuff, and maybe look back at some point if Tez Tones is either moderately successful or potentially more than that down the line. I think it'll be really cool to kind of look back at some of these moments and see and document it in that sense. Like, maybe not making a whole documentary of just the Tez Tones process, but of my life, which Tez Tones is a big part of. Kind of reflecting on that a bit today. Had to end up taking a nap after getting Luffy back. I was tired and grumpy, feeling a lot better now. We do have work tomorrow at the winery, so trying to take today pretty chill. My brain keeps wanting to find new things to work on, but I'm trying to let it relax a little bit, because we do have work tomorrow, and then Monday's going to be Manufacturing Monday again. The week's going to start over, so one of the hardest things for me to do is actually let my brain turn off and reset, because I like what we're building so much. I like what we're doing. It's easy for me to just kind of workaholic and then work myself into a rut. So good to kind of like start ramping up, but also remember that moderation is a key that I need to bring into my life a bit more. It's funny when you discover a term for something you're already doing or already done. Like, I just learned the phrase a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago, vibe coding, which is like people like me who use AI and just an idea, a thought, and some common sense to just kind of copy and paste with style, really. That's not flying, it's falling with style. That's not coding, it's copy pasting with style. It's really all it is, right? But then also, you do have to set up some new repositories. You got to sign up for some things. You got to learn some code. Like, there's enough that I want to say we're doing some things, but yeah, it's cool to just be able to have these tools and to be able to create something for someone who's less development minded, but still likes to solve the puzzle of development in a lot of ways, setting up the systems and figuring out how things connect together and stuff. So, been enjoying that a lot over the last year, and excited to see where it can go. And hopefully maybe have that as the Tez Tones app kind of a spotlight. I remember last season people kept being like, it's cool you guys like finally have a product. Like you finally have an app to see what you have going on. And to me it's like the season's been the product this whole time. But the app was really what shined a light on it in a lot of ways, as I'm stepping out also, into the light. So it's cool realizing that different ways to interface with things and just getting the data easier for people to see, getting it organized in a way that makes more sense. That's fun to check out and learn about the teams and all that stuff. I think it's going to be a huge boon to this season. And hopefully it helps a little bit when we are applying for funding. Like, people looking at that and saying, I don't say how good of a job I did, but how much of a job I did, I guess. So yeah. 100 vlogs. Over and out.
Thanks for watching my vlog. Watch another or subscribe here.